Thank you. I'm Margaret Talib with Bloomberg News. Mr. President, you're here, of course, to talk about Asia, but much of the world's attention and yours is also being diverted back to the Middle East now in the situation in Gaza. You're calling for a de-escalation of the violence between the Israelis and the Palestinians. I'd like to ask you, do you believe that a movement of Israeli ground troops into Gaza would be an escalation, and do you support such a move anyhow? And are you concerned that the Arab Spring, at least in the near term, has made matters worse, and does the violence there complicate your pivot to Asia? And Madam Prime Minister, you may know the President's first visit today was to the Royal Monastery, where he told the monk that he will need a lot of prayer to help the U.S. avoid a fiscal crisis. It was sort of a joke, kind of, right? What can emerging democracies in Asia take away from how difficult it has been for the President to get Congress to agree to budget negotiations with him, and why shouldn't China's system of government look more appealing in this region when you confront a situation like this in the U.S.? Thank you.
Well, let me start with Gaza.
For my answer, I think talk about the basis of the economic growth. I think we still believe that from my statement said that the democracy will be the fundamental. I think this is still valid, but this is the one way of the basis of the fundamental, because as long as we have the stability in the politics, so it will be the stability of economic. But anyway, in the economic, we have to understand the cause and the root cause of the problem in the right way to solve the problem, and also that as long as you work with the principle of the financial, but along the way you need to balance of the growth of the economy, because I think you have any place on the blue ocean, so we can find, as long as we find the right place at the right time, so it goes to going to the
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just a final program note, the joint press statement in English and unofficial translation in Thai will be circulated shortly. So we thank you for your cooperation. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam Prime Minister. This concludes the joint press conference. And please be seated while the principals leave for a very well-deserved official dinner. Thank you very much.